two things that you're gonna find out. They don't love you and they only love you right now. If I smarter, I'd step my ass it on and leave them Broadway girls alone.
Welcome back to Is the Juice Worth the Squeeze? I'm Jim, here's Kyle, and tonight we're doing Peerless Distilling. We've got a bottle of straight rye and a bottle of toasted. This is bourbon.
Yes.
So, straight rye, what we've noticed is when you find it, it can be all different proofs. This one is a 111.9, which is the highest I've seen. This was actually a gift to me by a buddy. And we're going to get right into it and see what we got.
Cheers.
Cheers. First taste for us.
Yeah, I've never had Peerless besides the toasted here, but
Bunch of unique peppery notes. Like, it's not just one solid pepper note.
surprisingly for 111, that's
I'm getting cinnamon.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's
Got a little burn on the downside.
right. It just hugs you. It's not even a burn.
Yeah, it's not a horrible, like, we gotta just put this down, add some water. They got a nice burn going.
It does.
Nice. That's a nice chili burn.
This would be good for by a
fire.
Fall fire.
I
Yep.
say fire. Has to be fire. This is not bad. Not bad for 111.
I'm trying to get some more notes for you guys. This is. I mean, you get the ethanol, you get oak, you get some pepper notes. I'm not talking like cayenne or anything. It's more of like a black pepper and maybe a little ancho chili. I mean, it's got a little Mexican influence to it, I think. And ryes are always hard for me to describe because you do get that spice. Like,
It's the pepper. It has to be.
I mean, I can almost taste like a little Mexican chocolate in it. Like if you were to order a Mexican hot chocolate, where you get the cinnamon on top.
It's this one's unique.
Yeah, like I said, this is the highest proof I've seen.
111.9.
Thank you, Nick.
Shout out.
We have noticed that prices on this, when you find it, they're all over the place. MSRP, basically.
Yeah, different batches, different prices,
Yeah.
different. See, I guess the one that everybody's getting is the cognac bottle, batch 1. That's the highest priced Peerless I've seen out there so far. But as far as the rye, I just seen there's like 6 different ryes.
Yep.
At different proofs. So, I mean, I guess it's whatever your cup of tea is.
Sam's Club, I think, is around $72, $75.
Yeah, but we don't know what batch, though. That's the problem, right?
I want to say
the
I've
proof.
actually seen it recently, like just before Christmas, around 55 at Sam's Club. So I thought they were getting rid of it, but they keep bringing it back in.
Maybe different proof levels, too. I mean, it's going to be a little more money, so.
Could have just been a Christmas special, too.
It could have been. This is one that I think if you let this bottle open up a little bit, I think you would get more notes out of this.
I'm getting some floral as it.
As you get some more air to this, let it sit. I bet you. I bet you we get more flavors out of this bottle.
So
Revisit this one.
Kyle brings up a good point. You open a bottle. I always look for an age statement on it because if you can find the age statement, which I don't see one on this.
I don't know if there's one in this one.
I would say at least 4 years. So it says it's a sweet mash. It's barrel proof, so that's why we're getting 111.9%. Non-chill filtered. Doesn't say anything about an age.
Yeah.
But I would say everything should be between 4 and 7 years. Sometimes you'll find a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
When you make your pour, let it just sit there in that glass for however many years it aged. We're not saying wait that long. We're saying take that time. So if it's 7 years, let it sit in the glass for 7 minutes, because that gives it the opportunity to open up.
Yeah.
You don't have to add drops of water to it.
Right.
And like we always say, we try it neat first.
Yep.
If we're not enjoying it neat,
little eyedropper. Where's my eyedropper? Here it is.
nice
No,
little-
it's not a crack pipe. This is actually for putting water into bourbon, so we don't drown it out. So this is what we use here. So
Glencairn makes that. You can find it on Amazon. But yeah, let it open up before you pawn it off on somebody because you didn't care for the bottle.
Just a matter of fact, I just told you my buddy opened another bottle, 1792 single barrel. Did not like it at all. I told him, hey, just let it open, let it get some air, revisit. He happened to revisit tonight, and he said the bottle's just a totally different bottle. He actually likes it now, so
That's great.
just keep that in mind when you open bourbon. If it's not something you like right away, let it air. Let it get a little bit of air, and go back to it.
And
Try it.
this is something you can find on almost
Pretty much
anybody that carries Peerless.
Yeah.
More than likely has that bottle.
Yeah.
So there's no real secondary market for it because
Not that I've seen.
It's sitting on the shelf.
Yeah.
But it all depends. Like, I don't know if they price it by proof or it's just the retailer that's setting the price on it. So 105, I think it's a great bottle. So now we're gonna go with.
I mean, like you said though, that bottle you've seen 72, 73.
Right.
So I mean, between 70 and 100, 100 is where we've been seeing it at stores. So I mean, you find it under 100, pick it up, have at it for a little bit. Try it, see what happens. I'm a rye guy. I like ryes. My favorite's the Michter's, and one of these days we'll do a Michter pour. But we're on Peerless tonight.
So this is toasted bourbon. It is batch 4 and 107.6 proof. Once again, it's barrel proof, strictly sweet mash, non-chill filtered. No age statement, but it is batch 4. Doesn't say what barrels it was in.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's not much information on Peerless stuff. I wonder if you can grab it from Peerless or a website of some sort, or if anybody knows, let us know.
Yeah, type it in the comments and send us a message.
Let us know what their age statements are on these. Now, I picked this one up, one of my hockey tournaments I stopped in, and he had 4 bottles of it. Said he was selling out. Pretty good. Way better than Elijah Craig Toasted. And I love the 105, what is it, 105, we say?
107.
107, 107.6. And I always felt that the Elijah Craig Toasted was missing more proof, right? Yeah. So I picked this up to try it.
Yeah, because Elijah Craig comes in at 94 proof.
Yeah, which is low.
And
to me, it's low.
Our target for proof is 105 to 110. We'll dabble in the stuff that's lower. We don't turn away anything that's higher.
No. This has a lot of smoke.
It does.
A lot of toast. I mean, a lot of toast on the back end.
Yeah, it's a heavy char.
It is.
And
but surprisingly smooth.
Char is, they determine char level by, I think there's 5 different levels of char. A lightly charred barrel is 1 char. Heavy char is 5. And basically that's how long they let the torch sit inside the barrel and burn the yolk.
Got a good nose on this.
A lot of char.
A lot of char on that backside, though.
Yeah. Like
it overpowers it.
This would be a perfect sipper when you're smoking meats. I mean, grab a brisket, and you're there for 12, 16 hours, and you're just, maybe by hour 4, 6, and you're like, okay, let's sip on something, grab a cigar. And
old-fashioned.
Yeah, you don't even need to smoke the old-fashioned.
You don't even have to smoke it. This would be actually great in an old-fashioned.
Yeah, or a Manhattan.
Yeah, this is what that has written all over it. I can't get away from the char on the backside. It's overpowering.
No, we're not normal cocktail makers.
It's neat or nothing for me. I don't know about him, but
Yeah.
it's usually neat or nothing.
90% of the time, it's neat. And then if
Yeah.
we're having a little gathering,
Yeah.
maybe we'll make a cocktail or two.
Yeah, if that.
Right.
If that.
So.
Yeah, what's this? 100 at the store, around 95, 100, and then secondary. I've seen it go for 120, so not much on the secondary market for the toasted. The double oaked is the one that everybody seems to be going after for the toasted side or the oaky. That one's going for like 175 right now on the back end. So if you're looking for, I believe if you're looking for a bourbon like this toasted to maybe make a drink, and make a cocktail, or if you like that heavy char, this is yours. I love the 107 proof on this. It's not. It's just that char is just overpowering everything. It does.
Yeah, if Elijah Craig can make the toasted around 107 proof, which actually they did.
Well, you had a
I
bottle.
do have a bottle. It's barrel proof toasted, and that's probably my favorite toasted bottle out right now. I mean, the toasted rye from Penelope is probably a close second. This I would probably put in maybe around 5 mark, because
That barrel toasted we had that night is where Elijah Craig should be at with their toasted.
yeah, the barrel proof.
I don't know why they don't just do that. I have no idea, but
And for those that don't know, obviously do an Elijah
we'll
Craig
do
night
Elijah Craig
shortly.
night. Yeah, I have a lot of it. So
The toasted barrel proof, or first stores to get it were stores that did picks. So mine isn't just toasted barrel proof, it's actually a store pick from our local Binnies. And picked it up, opened it up, I think the same night, and I'm like, you gotta try this. I came over. I'm like, brought the bottle in. It's up there with,
it was good.
right, like I can't say I have a better toasted bottle over that.
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I have any toast except for Elijah Craig 94 around here and this one.
Right?
Other than that, that bottle, that night, we had 3 out of 5 BTAC collection that night when you brought that bottle
Yes.
out.
Yeah. And there's 3 of us drinking.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but
And
that one,
that was like number 2 on the list of out of the 4 bottles we opened.
absolutely. Yeah, disappointed 2 out of the 3.
Stag, Handy, and William LaRue Weller.
Yeah.
George T. Stagg.
Yeah, George T. Stagg, and that bottle was great. It's just a darn good bottle.
That was a 2023 bottle, I believe.
Yeah.
And then the Handy and WLW were 2024s.
Yeah, 24s, yeah.
And the Elijah Craig came out after the BTAC bottles.
Yeah.
So, actually, you know what? Why don't you finish that off? I think we're going to have a bonus bottle tonight.
Bottle tonight, huh? What we got?
I picked up this Dark Arts 7-year straight rye whiskey, finished in maple syrup barrels with toasted Amarana oak staves.
Uh-oh.
Cask strength. It's about 100 and... It says it's 55.19% alcohol by volume, so we're looking at 110.4. We're going to crack this open.
Nice.
I've heard great things about Dark Arts. I believe I've heard Fred Minnick talk about them.
What you need?
Nice topper that doesn't want to come up. I actually learned about this bottle, I want to say from Bruzel. If you guys follow his channel or not. He,
Nice cork you got there.
he had picked it up at a store, and so
Nice.
Dark Arts is making some impressive stuff. So
Now, this is your first dabble in this, right?
this is my first dabble in Dark Arts.
Oh, we're about to dabble together here.
This I picked up, not easy to find. Had to drive down to Chicago to find it.
Let's wait our 7 minutes here.
And
Let it get some air. What do you know about it? What's any secondary on this, or is it?
I don't even know because I haven't even looked into it.
bonus bottle, and we're just gonna wing it here. So,
I picked it up. It was $100 retail,
all right.
and like I said, maple syrup. Picked it up after I tried Havana.
Oh, that's what
So
that is.
maple syrup barrel and Amburana barrel is basically Havana and Rio put
Right.
together.
Yep.
They just switched the secondary barrel, which would have been rum and the Havana, or the honey basically would be the sweetener in the Rio. So when I heard about this, the only other difference is this is a rye. So we had a rye earlier. We're gonna finish with another rye, and
It's out of Lexington.
yeah, Dark Arts is out of Lexington. In fact,
Is this a MGP?
I
It's
don't.
distilled in Indiana.
It must be. I mean, the guy that owns them, found him on Facebook. I really can't remember his name, but dude looked like he's. This actually says Ripple Rye, so I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, this is.
He looked like the name matches the guy. I mean, he had a cowboy hat on. I think it was leopard print, a leopard print fur coat. I'm like, it looks like somebody you want to hang out with.
Really smell the Amburana.
And actually, I know they do some infused bottles with, I believe, marijuana.
Oh.
That release that he had a special release around April 20th.
Oh. Go figure, huh?
So I don't know if I want to wait 7 minutes. These people don't want to wait 7 minutes.
No, I know, but
Whoa. You get the Amburana right away. I mean, this is
oh. Wow, flavor.
This might be a real killer.
I taste honey. There's some honey on there. Amurano,
Maple syrup.
maple. Yeah, but you get.
Though. You get the sweetness like
Oh
it's
my
honey.
god, that's a really nice pour. Pepper from the rye.
A little pepper from the rye. Definitely get the sweetness.
You get the
Amburana.
Amurano. I mean, you can smell the.
I have a hard time describing Amburana. Like, when it first came out, I had an easy time to describe it, but it's just so unique. Where, like I said in a previous video, you either love it or you hate it.
What do you feel?
Just so you know, we're filming it in front of a live studio audience again. Hockey stick just got thrown.
Kids. Do you feel like too many bourbon makers are going towards Amburana, and would you like to see them get away from it and go back to making, let's say, just a bourbon?
I don't agree with that. I think if you're gonna do it and you do it well,
It works.
it works.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna do it and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're getting, I think I would skip it.
Yeah.
Because you're throwing something in a bottle that you want people to buy, but if you're not happy with it, why should we buy it?
Definitely sweet.
Yeah. I mean, this has the sweet heat.
It almost reminds me of Havana a little bit without the Amurano.
Right.
I mean, seriously. I mean, this is great pour.
And this was an impulse buy because I wanted Havana so bad. And I knew I had to go to I went up to the city, went and talked to the Benny's guy, and he's like, one of the rudest people I've actually talked to, which upset me. I didn't want to even spend money in his store. But I saw this bottle on the shelf, and it was in the back of my head as something I wanted to find.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm just going to buy it because I had the Havana, loved it, heard nothing but excellent things about Dark Arts. So definitely going to be finding more of these bottles.
We gotta dabble in more Dark Arts. This is a wow.
Yeah.
It's a good bottle. I like it.
I got a buddy coming over next Saturday.
What's the proof on this?
A 110.4.
Oh, perfect too. Perfect proof.
Yeah. I got a buddy that's coming over next Saturday night that's going to have to try this.
Oh yes, yeah. I already know who. Yeah.
He loves Good Times. I haven't really dabbled in the Good Times yet, but
Yeah, I have.
I've heard great things about them. This Starlight Starlight bottles are usually between 60 and about 100, 150. I've seen them. I think this is a little higher tiered than Starlight.
Starlight makes some good stuff.
They do.
I love Starlight stuff. Never had an issue with those. I might have to buy a bottle, stick it in my bar.
Yeah. So
I think it's worth it.
SRP is $100.
I think it's well worth it. This is a bonus bottle. We weren't even going to do it. We're going to do this after we did our video tonight, and he's like, let's just do it.
But you know what? We finished off the last video with Peerless Havana, and it was a dessert pour. So I was like, let's see how much of a dessert pour this is going to be.
But you know what? This has the heat to go with it.
It does.
It does have the heat.
So
Yeah.
definitely unique.
Definitely unique. Go buy it. Find it. Go buy it. Taste it.
And like I said, I know Fred Minnick has tasted Dark Arts before and mentioned them, and I want to say Bruzel did this video probably 2-3 months ago where he walked, I don't remember where he was even at. And because for those that don't know, Bruzel goes bourbon hunting in stores. And he found like some dive store that had hundreds of bottles of bourbon. And the guy's like, oh, you got to try this. He goes, actually, I've had that before. I think I got a bottle at home. And I'm like, okay, well, are you going to try it? And he gets into it and he goes, oh, just like I remembered it. So whatever Dark Arts is doing to make this bottle, this special, it's working because people are talking, people are searching, people are buying it. I have not even looked at secondary for it. I've got some other bottles in my back pocket that I look for when I go shopping. Yeah.
Just in case.
Right. Well, like
you never know.
I walked in looking to buy Havana and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And then I asked for creme brulee, and the guy told me no on that, which is another Penelope Architect bottle. It's a specific fill, and when I didn't find that, I was like, well, let me see if they have any of these other couple bottles I'm looking for, and this was one of them, and it was one of those days where I felt like, all right, I found it, means this is the one to get. So
it looks like while you're talking, I looked up some
Dark Arts.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like there's very little secondary on them. It's usually all of them around $100 a bottle. I think that's a good catch, huh? The Dark Arts Rye Whiskey finish of maple syrup, but 8.5 years is $157.
Okay.
For secondary. But it goes for $134 at MSRP, so it's not. I don't think there's a secondary in it yet, but let's keep it this way. I mean,
right.
Let's make sure it's on the shelf for all of us to even try. So.
We've got 3 bottles on the bar right now.
Yeah.
All SRP is around 100.
Yep.
So, and I think we're saying if you can find them, buy them. This I would like to see around 75, 80.
Yeah, I would like to see that even lower.
But I don't.
If you're mixing it, it's perfect. Old fashions probably be great with it. If you're in a heavy char, yeah, I mean, go ahead. Would I spend $100 on that bottle again? Probably not. To me, it's not my cup of tea.
It'll probably be one that lingers around and sits on the bar, and then when you feel like that moment, when, you know what? Let's.
Yep.
It's not even a bottle kill bottle. It's
no.
Like we've done that with Blanton's before. He's like, hey, I'm having some people over. Want to come over? Yeah, sure. Grab a bottle of Blanton's because I wanted my topper.
I remember that night.
Like we opened up on our first episode. Yeah. We opened up the stave.
Toppers, yes. Yep.
So,
but yeah. I'd buy all of them. Get this a little cheaper, go for it.
Right.
The rye was pretty good, and then this bonus bottle is, I love it. It's my cup of tea.
And they've got some pretty cool tops.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, those are cool tops.
So,
good.
Apparently he's an artist.
Go good with lights on your bar top, like something like back here. Light up the bottle a little bit. That'd probably be nice.
I'm not going to say what else I thought it looked like, but there's kids in the room.
Yeah, there's kids. We can't say much. Let's keep it PG here.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yep.
Don't forget to click subscribe and like, and let us know how we're doing. If you have suggestions for us, please send them in. And we had a suggestion about adding the boards. That way people knew what we're talking about with prices and stuff, and if we suggest them, like we've actually marked it out on a couple episodes if we've suggested it, and we haven't actually marked like yes or no it. But,
we haven't yes or no it yet, but we are physically telling you.
and we'd rather not put it on there right away because we don't want you to click on the video, watch it for 30 seconds, and leave. Because we want you to hear our thoughts on the video, and if you appreciate our thoughts, let us know.
Or if we're wrong, if you like it better than we do, let us know.
You got better opinions on it? You've had it multiple batches. Like this is batch 4. Batch 4 is pretty heavy char.
And
so
maybe
if batch
batch
1, 2,
one's
3
good,
were
Exactly.
lower and more equal to your palate, tell us.
Yeah, let us know. Just keep the comments coming. More the merrier.
Samples are great if you have any. I mean, I did my homework to find out about this bottle because watching several different YouTube channels, we've got Bruzel's on the playlist. My kids get pissed about how much bourbon is on the top of the screen. Like suggestions, we got Bruzel, we got Chase and Neat, we have SLB Drinks, there's another one local out of Chicago.
Yeah,
So many of them that I can't
There's
even
so
think of them.
Yeah.
I try to throw a little Ross Creations on there to like split it up.
Shout out to all of them though for bourbon. So it's been
Because of you, we're here doing this.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Well, I'm signing off. How about you?
I think so.
All right.
Thank you for watching.